and welcome to the Shorewest Realtors Weekly Market Update for the week ending 6/26/2010. I'm Becky Brand, and I'm the Associate Sales Director of our Lake Country office in Oconomowoc. Well, today's title is Move Your Home to a Compelling Listing Price Today. Let's talk about why that is so vital. First of all, on June 23rd, the Wall Street Journal ran an article titled Outlook for Home Prices Grows Darker. We're going to talk a little bit about that article. We're going to talk about the reasons behind that article, and then also an action plan for you if you currently have your home on the market today. So more experts are predicting declining prices. In the article, 56% of the 106 economists and other analysts that were surveyed by Macro Markets LLC expect home prices to decline this year. That is up from 40% when surveyed just a month ago in May. And in fact, we've kind of consistently seen this, that a larger and larger portion of the experts that take a look at the real estate market expect prices to continue to decline through the end of this year. Well, why is that? Well, reason number one is that demand has dropped off and will remain somewhat stagnant. The tax credit has expired. Most of us know that in order to qualify for the tax credit, offers had to be accepted by April 30th and closed by June 30th. There certainly are a number of people out there who would have normally bought a house in the fall or in the winter who instead chose to push their home purchases up into the spring to take advantage of the tax credit. That was great. It gave the market a wonderful boost. However, we will now miss that demand as we go through the summer and into the fall. The job market still is uncertain. We're still at a fairly high unemployment rate. Don't have a job, can't buy a house. So how is that affecting us here, across the nation, but also Milwaukee? New home purchase contracts, so those are sellers that are getting accepted offers today, is down anywhere from 20 to 40% across the nation and in Milwaukee. And showing activity dropped 36% from April to May in the Milwaukee area market. Talking to different brokers, we're seeing about a third of the demand drop off from May when compared to April. What is it going to take for a real estate market recovery? Well, if you've listened any of these before with myself or Dan Ludwig, you know that a recovery in the real estate market depends upon a balancing of supply and demand. So let's see how we're doing with that balancing. This is something we call an absorption rate. Along the bottom are the different pricing categories, and they're all designated by a different color on the graph. And then we have dates along the bottom. On the left-hand side is the months of inventory. What do we mean by that? That means that if we stopped listing houses today, we continued to sell homes at the same rate we have for the past 12 months, how long would it take us to get rid of everything that's currently on the market in a given price range? Well, if you get above 5 or 6 months of inventory, we can expect declining prices. Historically, if we're below 5 or 6 months of inventory, we can expect increasing prices. So really 5 to 6 is kind of that balanced market. And as you can see here, the only price range that's anywhere close to that is the under $200,000 market. The rest of the price ranges are quite a bit above that, including the $600,000 to $700,000 price range, which is at 45 months of inventory. If another home did not get listed between $600,000 and $700,000 in the Lake Country area, and we continued to sell homes in that price range at the same rate we have for the past 12 months, it would take us 45 months to sell out of all the homes that are currently listed. Now, we also have this graph for higher-end homes and other areas. So if you don't fit into this particular location or price range, please contact your agent. They'd be very happy to get that information to you. Reason number two that the experts are predicting a continued decline in real estate prices this year is, according to Housing Wire, and they talked about this on the 20th of May of 2010, experts predict anywhere from 4 to 8 million distressed properties are out there that need to clear the marketplace. What do I mean by distressed properties? Properties that the bank already owns but that they don't have on the market yet. Properties that are in a short sale situation or in delinquency as far as paying their mortgage, but they haven't been foreclosed upon yet. In addition, Zillow did a survey in May which reported that 22 million people were at least somewhat likely to put their home on the market in the next 12 months if they saw signs of a real estate turnaround. Of those, 5.3 million people were very likely to put their home on the market if they saw signs of a turnaround. Now compare that to how many homes we sold in all of 2009, and that was 5.2 million existing homes were sold in 2009. So again, we can see we need to see a balancing of demand and supply. We already have too much supply in the market, and we're going to continue to add to that supply for a while. Let's take a look at what Case-Shiller says this does to future prices, and Case-Shiller is probably one of the leading indexes of home prices. What they did is they took a look at what would happen after August of 2010. They said that prices would remain a little bit stable and declining, projected bottom nationwide of May of 2011, and then we'd kind of stay at the bottom of that, starting to creep up a little bit, eventually ending back at the August 2010 prices in November of 2013. So translated, that means if you have a house on the market, you don't sell it by August of this year, you won't get any more money for it until after November of 2013. The most money you can get for your home is between now and August, unless you can afford to wait till after November of 2013. So given all of this information, what should be your action plan? Ask your agent for an updated competitive market analysis. Ask your agent, the homes that I'm competing with, what will cause a buyer to purchase those homes rather than mine? Find out what those reasons are, remove those reasons. It's not necessarily a price reduction. It may be that all the homes that you're competing with, they all have granite countertops. Think about doing that. Whatever the reason is that buyers are choosing other homes over yours, make sure that you take care of that. Ask for an updated absorption rate graph from your agent, specific to your location and your price point. As you can see, remember on that graph with all the different colors, depending on what price point you were in, there was a wide range of results. Consider offering a buyer incentive. We know the tax credit has gone away. Consider paying for closing costs or perhaps private mortgage insurance. This can lower a buyer's payment significantly enough that it can make your home much more attractive than your competition. And then lastly, with your agent, come up with a compelling price. Not just a competitive price, not a middle of the pack price, but a compelling price. If there are 45 homes in your price range in your area and only 4 of those are going to sell in the next 60 days, what is the price you need to be at to be one of those 4? What is the price that when the buyer walks through, they say, this is such a great value, we're compelled to write an offer. We can't let this one slip through. And then once you've sold your home, be glad you made the tough decisions, because these are tough decisions. We understand that. Necessary to get it sold and before any more of your equity melted away. If you have questions about specific data for your price range, or your home, please feel free to contact your local Shorewest agent. They'd be happy to get that to you. Thanks again for joining us, and make it a great day.